Hello, guys. This is Vaish, and this is news update number 19. So, this is a very interesting news, and it can be useful for your UPSC means GS1 because it's like history and geography and art and culture. So, everywhere it can have a little bit significance. So, world's largest geoglyphs found in Rajasthan, India. Okay, so one thing it is found in India, another thing it is considered to be world's largest, and there are theories like aliens make these kind of geoglyphs. So I know most of you will not understand what is geoglyphs, but we'll take you through in the next 5-10 minutes. You will understand the entire topic. So mysterious designs discovered in Thar Desert. That kind of lot of headlines are going on, like discovery, the world's largest drawings etched into the Thar Desert. Okay, Thar Desert is a great Indian desert in Rajasthan, and it's spread in India, Pakistan both. Okay, it is a continuous big desert. Then mysterious design, as I told, and enigmatic designs found in Indian desert. Researchers discover largest handmade drawing in Thar. Researchers say that they found the largest drawings in the world with satellite imagery. Spiral drawings found in Thar Desert might just be the largest ever made by humans. Okay, so this kind of figures, when you see, you will feel like, okay, it's something like some vehicle has gone, or maybe some animals have gone, or maybe they are doing some plowing, and it's like that. But it is not what you think. Okay, when you walk past it or walk beside it, you will think like, okay, it's some just track mark kind of thing. But if you just go a little bit like a 300 meter, 400 meter above the ground and see like a bird's eye view, you will understand that these have some meaning. Okay, it is drawn with a design. Okay, and it is not like India. It is like for the first time it is seeing every in India it is first time, but in the world many places have this kind of thing. I'll show you the entire list in this video, and there'll be like designs of animals or maybe some plants or some insect. So somebody who have drawn this over the world everywhere, they had some technique to do this. Okay, so that is why like they are telling humanly it is not possible, because the date, if you see, it's are all very old. And how come they understood this much kind of design? Okay, because that time there is no like plane or drone, or there's nothing by which you can see this top view. Okay, but still there is a design being formed. Okay, so we'll see like what is happening across the world. And what is this? Okay, these are different designs across the world I have taken. Okay, here if you see this white horse, so it's not like necessary in sand, it can be anywhere. Okay, the news for India is independent French researchers. Okay, this Carlo and Johan. Okay, their father son. They in June recently, published a paper discussing their findings in Thar Desert and discovery of possibly the world's biggest geoglyphs that surpass the famous Peruvian Nazca lines. You know, in South America, Nazca, that is the biggest such geoglyph till now, which they were knowing. But now Indian one is surpassing that also. That is what the report is telling. So, what are geoglyphs? Geoglyphs are handmade drawings carved on the surface of the land by removing or clearing a vast expanse of sand or stone. Okay, so sand, stone, and all will be moved. Okay, the first layer. So obviously, when below, the color will be different. If top is brown color, inside will be red, or if top is red, inside will be maybe blackish. So that color will be different. So when you take off that and then you make in form of design, that is called geoglyph. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, pictures will be more clear for you. If you see, these are different designs from across the world. These are not Indian ones. Okay, these are across the world. And according to the Encyclopedia of Global Archaeology, while they occur in a range of different forms worldwide, despite the similarities found between regions, geoglyphs have independent origins and development in time and space. Okay, so there may be similar designs across the world, but their timeline is different, so their stories also should be different, like why they would have made. Why they were built remains a mystery, and the purposes attributed to them are almost as varied as their shapes and locations. Okay, just like the shapes and locations are mysterious, their reason to build this also is mysterious, and till now researchers are still trying to find out. Okay, the ones found in the Indian desert are the largest discovered worldwide, and for the first time in Indian subcontinent, meaning in full Indian subcontinent, this is the first time such a thing is being discovered. Okay, so maybe there are more. So we'll discuss this fully, but make sure you watch entire episodes in this playlist, because everything is very interesting and very useful for your prelims and mains and interview. Okay, so UPSC or whichever exam which includes general awareness, and in case you are debating with your friends on these kind of topics and discussing in WhatsApp and all, this kind of series will help you get a good knowledge. I'll give you an MCQ also, because students were asking like please include MCQs also. So which are the following governor generals of India gave as a great boon came as a great boon to Indian archaeology? Okay, Curzon, Cornwallis, Ripon, Lytton. Okay, so try to answer this. Now we'll see the session for today. So this again pictures, and this is from Nazca. Okay, in the 1930s, pilots flying commercial planes over the Peruvian coastal plain noticed and brought attention to a strange pattern of lines etched into the ground. There were depictions of various plants, animals, and shapes drawn with over 800 straight lines, with some as long as 48 kilometers. Okay, you imagine 48 kilometers is like very huge. Okay, even 1 kilometer, if you imagine, you know how much distance it is. So 48 kilometer stretch of straight lines, if somebody has to draw and that depicts into a picture, that means you have to have the aerial view. Okay, and then how come people did that? That is why even alien conspiracy theories are there, like aliens did it or some celestial bodies came and did it. So there are such theories. Okay, so these included depictions of spiders, hummingbirds, cacti, monkeys, whales, llamas, ducks, flowers, trees. So almost everything you can imagine, these kind of designs are there in the South American region. So this came to be known as the famous Nazca lines. And this is not like an ancient discovery or something. In October, it's still continuing. In October 2020, very recently, researchers unearthed the 2,000-year-old cat geoglyph. Like you see in picture, see this one, if you have to draw, you have to have a longer distance view and somebody has to plan and do it. Okay. So in the Peru desert that measures 37 meters across and forms part of the Nazca lines. The Nazca lines are a collection of hundreds of mysterious artwork etched into the plateau in Lima. Okay, Lima is the capital of Peru. Peru is a country in South America. So the style of the geoglyph suggested that it was created between 200 BC to 100 BC in the late Paracas period. Okay, some timeline of that, some period of that timeline. So how much old it is. So this one, as and when people are discovering more and more barren lands and all, they are seeing these kind of things. Okay, that too through Google Earth images is what they are trying to find out. In India, if you see like this, they are trying to figure out the meaning of it. Okay, whether we also have pictures like this or whether it is just random lines. So using Google Earth images, these that father son duo, they tried to find out. Okay, and drone observations they did, field visit they did, because even though paper is published now, they have been doing this research since 2016. Okay, drone survey was conducted in 2016, which found that while some ditches were dug in the area for tree plantation, ground paintings unrelated to the tree planting were also confirmed. Okay, because first they thought it's something for like tree or something they are digging something. Okay, a furrow kind of thing is there, but then they understood like there are many unrelated ones also and there is a pattern to it. Okay, so two researchers found a series of these linear figures in a village called Boha. Okay, Boha is in near to Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Okay, it's golden city there. So near to there, this was discovered. Okay, Boha. So two remarkable geometrical figures, now they are kind of identified. Okay, a giant spiral adjacent to a typical serpent shaped, a snake shaped drawing are connected with a cluster of sinus lines. So if you see, they have started naming the place also. Now because the village is Boha, the designs they are naming like Boha 1, Boha 2, Boha 3. So this picture is just Boha 1 and Boha 2. If you see this one, this is a spiral. Okay, a continuous spiral which is around I think 12 kilometers of lines it's going. And here if you see this one, this is a very like zoomed out view. Okay, that is why it's looking small, but it's very big. And this one if you see it's going like this plowing happens, right? The animal will go like this and then take a U-turn and then come back, so it will go like this. And also earlier there used to be script which used to be left right printed like this, like left to right you will read, then you will write right to left. Okay, usually we'll write how we'll write left to right, left to right, left to right, how that is how we write in paper. But there were scripts which is called this Bostrofedon. Okay, which means we are writing like this, then the next line you will write from here to here like Arabic, then again you will write from here to here. So this is representing Bostrofedon kind of model. Okay, and here the serpent kind of thing is there, and here small spirals are also there. Okay, so the largest figure was named Boha 1 and is a giant asymmetrical spiral made from a single line that loops and runs for around 12 kilometers. Boha 2 is a serpentine figure around 11 kilometers long. By analogy, these curves replicate a Bostrofedon, like I told. Okay, primitive writings which are left to right and then from right to left. Okay, or similar to the plowing of a field. Boha 3 and 4 are this thing, again the meandering kind of line. Okay, which is not shown in this picture, but it's also meander kind of thing. It is going. Okay, curvish, wavy type lines is going. But we still have to identify the semantic relations binding them. Okay, because it's now only getting discovered, so they're trying to find out like what is the meaning and whether more such lines are there. Only then we'll get a complete picture and understand whether Nazca kind of lot of images are there. So it is unclear as to who might have drawn these figures at Thar. Many of the most iconic geoglyphs in the world, including the Nazca lines, okay, which is attributed to the ancient Nazca culture. Then in Australia there is a Mary Man thing is there. Then in England there is this white horse. Okay, and these all date back to thousands of years. But the shocking thing is that the lines in India are just 150 years old. 150 means the Britishers' time. Okay, it's very recent. Based on the vegetation they have grown, this is what they assume. Okay, maybe they are wrong, and that's why we need more research. But they are telling it's just 150 years old, and among other factors, and they have used many techniques. Okay, this carbon dating, this thermoluminescence dating. These are the methods which you use scientifically to find out how old a particular thing is. Okay, so to pin down more precision age in the future. It is conceivable that they were built at the beginning of British colonial period, in the middle of the 19th century. So this, if you see, these are the things. If you see England, okay, this horse I showed you already, white horse is there. Okay, and here United States is there. Peru, Nazca lines is there, which is a huge one. And Paracas I showed you the timeline, so that's also there. Brazil, Chile, and Bolivia, Australia, this Merriman I told you. And India, only one. Indian subcontinent itself, if you see, it's the only one. The remaining all are in some other parts of the world. Okay, the full Asian side, if you see in China and all, it's not there. So these are the ones as of now listed, and research is going on. Okay. And another thing, according to the hypothesis, the lines could be contemporary with the neighboring memorial stones. Okay, memorial stone means in Western Rajasthan and all, people used to bury the Hindu people and all in some culture. Okay, they bury the bodies there, and their memory stones will be there. If you see Hindu gods and all be there in this picture, so this kind of memory stones are there in surrounding those lines. So maybe they are guessing that way also. Maybe it's culturally significant. These lines are drawn to connect these all kind of memory stones, and something like that can be there. And they further believe that these figures are made using planimetric. Okay, planimetric or that technique means you have clear idea of how to draw lines on a plane surface, how the angles will be there, how the measurements should match with the first line and the last line, how many kilometers it should go, when should you take a U-turn. So that plain paper or plain place, how to draw a figure, that technique they knew very well, whoever did this. Okay, our observation suggests that a plow type tool could have been used, possibly pulled by a camel on loose deposits, as commonly practiced by the Thar desert farmers. It should be noted that a small rock outcrop has been carved, indicating concern to preserve the continuity of the line. So, small rock kind of outcome, this thing is there. They didn't put any huge effort or huge something like boulders or something. Small rocks kind of outline is also there, meaning somebody wanted to preserve it, but they did not put lot of labor effort into that. It's just they want to conserve it, but they did not put lot of labor intensive things. It looks like one or two people or who was doing that, they were doing it in a humanly possible way, okay, without much labor. So that is what they observe. Okay, and here if you see again images, this Hindu memorial stones, lot of them are there. So this is the aerial view. If you see that Boha 1, Boha 2, and if you in small size you can see. So they are trying to read as a big picture, like whether everything, if you see from a very like height angle, whether you can see some big pattern into it. Okay, not just the spirals and all, maybe some animal figures are there or maybe something else is there. They are trying to figure out that. Okay, so they are going to study more. In terms of what these lines may suggest, the researchers say only a bird's eye view 300 meters above the ground would lead to a perception of the main complex as a whole. According to the assumption, the lack of visibility excludes the possibility of artistic expression intended to be contemplated from the ground and invites us to consider religious, astronomical, or cosmological meanings. Finally, because of their uniqueness, we can speculate that they could represent a commemoration of an exceptional celestial event. Maybe some celestial event, some constellation, something or something spacious, something they observed, and then people are just making a memory of it on the ground. Okay, maybe that can also be a theory. So like that, many theories are coming out. Okay, so the study is going on, and we'll see what they conclude in the research paper. This is the final lines they have written. We did talk with locals and with shepherds about the lines, but no one could answer our questions. So he's told in this email, we still need to complete our study, which will involve going back to India, making an anthropological survey, and bringing all the equipment in order to date the geoglyphs. So they are going to come with all the survey maps and all this equipments, whatever they need, the carbon dating, everything they'll bring. They'll do a detailed study. Then maybe in the coming days, we'll get more details. Meanwhile, they further said that the government of India must act to protect these geoglyphs before they disappear due to human activity. Because we know wherever nature something is there, we'll go and destroy it. Okay, Harappan culture also, everything which maybe the bigger cities, maybe it's already spoiled by humans. Okay, so we cannot even get back to it. But still, there are big cities being discovered in Haryana, and all big cities were discovered. So, Boha's geoglyphs appears to be the largest human abstract and organically arranged geoglyphs ever discovered, they said while concluding their paper. Okay, so this is the entire detail. Now, this MCQ, if you know the answer, you can comment so that others can also learn. Who of the following Governor Generals of India came as a great boon to Indian archaeology? Lord Curzon, Lord Cornwallis, Lord Ripon, Lord Lytton. All are very important for UPSC also. So, try to tell in the comment section. I will come up with the next video soon. Till then, subscribe our channel. Keep supporting us. We'll give you daily update. Thank you and have a nice day.